Lunch with Leah, summer bonus episode 426. And here's Leah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the pop-up store of Lunch with Leah. The last minute. We had 15 minutes to share something, so we're like, well, let's just share it with our podcast audience. I doubt anyone even knows we're on, so probably no one's watching. I should have tweeted it. I didn't even tweet it.
Yeah, we're doing a dry run of the YouTube channel because we are moving our web series from Facebook Live to YouTube when we come back in the fall. So.
Yay! So I should have tweeted to tune in. I was too busy thinking of what to talk to you about. So how many people have been quarantined? Are you quarantined? We've been quarantined since March the 14th. Me, Roy Jr., Freda, and the two girls that work at the house. I cut their hours back to like 30%, and they are quarantined at home, and their husbands aren't going anywhere. And so no one's going to the grocery store, ordering everything online unless I go, because I wear 2 masks, 2 gloves, a sun visor, and my sunglasses. So I'm pretty much covered. I take alcohol spray and I spray everything. That's my best new trick for quarantine. Put alcohol in a spritzer, spray the door before you open it, spray the product before you put it in your bag. Spray everything. Don't carry your Birkin bags because you don't want to spray them. So there you have that. If you haven't got anything to do, are you guys watching the news? Because a lot of people, I noticed my book sales went up. Yay! Red Carpets and White Lies. People must be bored, so they're reading my book. And have you been watching anything on television? Because I caught up with the Housewives of New York. Girl, they can drink. Those girls can drink. That's why when people say, well, would you ever be on the Housewives of New York? And I keep saying they would chew me up and spit me out. Well, first of all, they wouldn't ask, and they haven't asked. But second, I don't live in New York. But no, because I can't drink that much, and it's hard to be straight and sober when you're around people that are drinking all the time. I mean, they are a hoot and a holler. So I don't know if you caught up with that. Then I caught up with Beverly Hills the other night, but that's going to be back on now? Did they start back
Yeah,
up?
they came back on last week.
Yeah, I thought I saw last week. I can't remember what happened. What happened last week?
The whole thing with Brandy's getting ready to go down.
Yeah, but that hasn't come down yet.
Well, the women all ganged up on Aaron because she went to the bathroom and left him.
First of all.
And then they went to the strip club for a steak.
Yeah, but she said that she was kidding about
Yeah.
that. But, that Aaron isn't doing himself any favors.
No.
I'm sure he's a really
He's the
lovely
8th housewife.
guy.
They just need to bring out a diamond and give it to him.
Yeah, but, he's probably a very nice guy. I'm sure he has good intentions. He's got that health and wellness center. But he's coming across as a jerk, and he's coming across as a busybody, and he's not likable. He's not doing himself any favors, because I have a feeling in real life he's probably a lovely guy. I mean, he's been married to 3 or 4 of the most fabulous women that we know, so it can't be that bad. And he seems to be great with the kids, but he's not doing himself any favor. But Denise seems to be attracted to those bad boys, so maybe he's a bad boy with a good face, you know what I mean? I don't know, who knows? Then I watched Dirty John. If you haven't watched it, you have to watch it. Oh my God, it's so good. That's the Betty Broderick story. And I read that book years ago, and she's been in jail for like 30 years now or something. And they made 2 or 3. They made one with Baxton, what's her name, Edith Baxton?
Meredith Baxter, yeah.
And apparently that one was more true to the facts, apparently.
Right.
This one is less true to the facts, apparently. I don't know if any of that's true, because I didn't read the actual transcript of the trial. So what I know is if you haven't read the transcripts of this trial, it's always going to be embellished for Showtime and TV. But if you watch this one, I binge watched it because, you get bored in the middle of the night. You want to kill the guy before she gets to him. So
that's what I heard today.
It was a good one.
I heard him talking about it on one of the radio shows this morning, and they said the same thing. You want to kill him before she gets to you. Oh, my
God. And then, now, if you're following the stories about the quarantine, all the European countries, they're already getting back to normal.
Yep.
New York's had no deaths in the last few days, and like 100 infections a day. And Florida's now the hot spot. Now, what's irritating me about that is we knew this was coming. We knew about this November. Trump advised or warned Israel that there was a virus. January the 3rd, one of his top people, I believe it was Navarro or Azar, put in a memo that this virus was coming to the U.S. and we needed to gear up. The end of January, they advised him that we needed to gear up on PPE. February, he said there were only 15 cases, they were going to go away. The beginning of March, he said that it was a hoax. The Democrats are trying to take him down. The middle of March, he was having a birthday party for his son's girlfriend at Mar-a-Lago on March the 6th, 7th weekend. Mm-hmm. The next week, he comes out and says, well, you know, you got to take it a little serious. You know, it's worse than we thought. It's some bull, whatever. But he never really took it and said, this is what we're going to do. The woman in New Zealand said, this is what we're going to do. It's done. Italy was spiking crazy. These are the plan. It's done. Asia, this is the plan. It's done. All these countries have gotten around it. And here we are now. It's getting worse because he's telling people it's a hoax. It's going to go away when the sun comes out. The 15 cases are going to be gone. You don't need to wear a mask. I wouldn't look good in a mask. I wouldn't. Can you imagine me behind that Resolute desk in a mask? And undermining now the leading world expert on it with his people, with the White House people are undermining Fauci. I mean, it's not going to go away unless we make it go away. And the only way we're going to make it go away is what the science and the doctors are telling us. Mm-hmm. Social distance, wear a mask, wash your hands regularly, and don't go anywhere you don't have to go. We're not doing that. So the hot spots, Florida, Arizona, Louisiana, South Carolina, Texas, California. Okay, in the entire European population combined is 432 billion people, right?
Correct.
They've had, and 432, 603, 894. They've had 1,465 deaths. In the U.S. population, we have 331,065,797 infections, population, sorry. And we've had 137,784 deaths. So we have 4% of the world population, 25% of the infections, and more than 100 times the amount of deaths than all the European countries combined. So what does that tell you? It tells you that we aren't conducting ourselves in a way to get rid of the virus. Mm-hmm. Now, last night on TV, they have nurses. We're having to use our PPE for 5 days in a row and sterilize it ourselves.
I saw that.
They've known about this for months.
And he still hasn't invoked the...
He was not going to invoke it.
No, he's not going to do it.
But he's stubborn. The thing is, we have all the resources. We put a man on the moon. You know, we can open heart surgery. I mean, all these things we can do, and we can't shut down this virus because we don't have a leader that's doing it. We have a leader that's calling it a hoax. The Democrats are out to get me. It's going to go away, magically go away. It's going to disappear. So New York, when they got to 10,000 cases, they shut everything down. Now they're on the other side of it. What did Florida do when we got to 10,000 cases?
Opened up.
We opened up Disneyland. We opened up Disneyland.
That's crazy.
And this DeSantis, which I call him DeSatan, is terrible.
DeSantis.
He's not going to do anything about it because he's so far up Trump's tush. I don't understand. Trump made this political. It wasn't political. All he had to do when he first came out is say, look, we're going to have to make these sacrifices for a period of time in order to shut this virus down so we can get the economy going again. Mm-hmm. Instead, he was in denial. He was being stubborn. He was lying about it to himself and everybody else. And here we are. We are at a peak right now when everybody else is on the other side of it. Yep. He's worrying about that wall that Mexico is not going to pay for. Nobody will come here. They blocked us out of Europe.
I know, we're locked out.
They blocked us out of Canada. They blocked us out of Mexico. We can't go anywhere.
You can't even go to New York.
We're the virus. Yeah, we can't even go to New York.
They make you file papers. They're going to $2,000 fine if you don't fill out the paperwork and submit it when you come in.
And you know, that's the other thing. He goes on TV. Well, let's put, can't you put some disinfectant in your body and light it up? Yeah, let's all drink Lysol and bleach. People have died from that.
I know,
it's an all-time high of people going into the hospitals because they've injected Disinfectants.
Yeah, it's bad.
7,000 kids have died from it in Florida, and they're wanting to force the school system to open up the school. Everybody wants to open up the school. This is the middle of July. If they said, listen, we're going to postpone the school for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month, and we're going to open up, if everybody does this protocol, we will be on the other side of it and we can open up the schools. But you know what they're going to do? I can tell you right now what they're going to do. They're going to postpone this lockdown until it has to be locked down and opened up and locked down and opened up and locked down and opened up, and it's going to not go away. We're going to get into the fall, and then we're going to have, you know, the flu along with it until there's a vaccine or until Trump's out of office.
Yeah.
And there's just no other way.
It's pretty bad.
If you're on Twitter, I want you guys to all follow the Lincoln Project and the Midas Touch. They
Yes.
put out the best ads
The
ever.
Lincoln projects are the best.
And Midas
projects.
Touch too.
Yeah, they're both good.
And also, this guy Winslow's putting out some great ads. And there's a whole Republicans Against Trump that puts out good ads too. So now I mean, even the Republicans that are paying attention, I mean, the Republican and one of the top people that went to Tulsa are now have the virus. 19 of the, what do you call it, the security guards, the Secret Service, they had the virus. The advance team got the virus, and then he went and had another damn rally.
And the governor
after that.
today of
the
Tulsa,
governor
or of Oklahoma also
Oklahoma.
tested, yeah.
Yeah, but he was at the rally without a mask on.
Exactly.
And then today, they had another rally in New Hampshire, and the governor said he wasn't going to go. They said they shut it down for weather. That could be true. We're in Florida. We know what that's like. Could be. On the other hand, the real inside story was that they were worried that people were going to show up. So Trump is, without his rallies, he doesn't know what to do, because all he knows how to do is stand-up comedy and rallies and give propaganda and fake facts. So I'm like worried about what's going to happen, because I don't think we can get to the other side of it unless everyone decides collectively as a society to get to the other side of it. What is it with these women that are screaming and yelling in the stores? They're not going to wear the mask.
Oh my gosh.
How many of those people have you seen, those crazy Karens?
I mean, it's been all over the place. And
I mean,
I've
it's crazy
experienced it
Karens.
firsthand. I was at Publix, and this woman had a total meltdown in her Anon Q shirt, and had 3 kids standing there, like under the age of 7, probably 7, 5, and 3, I would say, and was sitting there using the foulest language, telling people, you know, she wasn't wearing a mask, it was all a hoax, all this
Oh,
stuff.
that's another thing. I am not wearing a mask. You're not going to tell me what to do with my body.
Yeah.
What about all the women that say you're not going to tell us what to do with our body, that want to have freedom of choice?
You can't-
Oh, that's different. That's different. So a mask is intruding on your body, but
Oh, you're right.
giving women a choice isn't.
Yeah. I always say you can't be pro-life and not wear a mask.
How do you make, you don't. So either you're pro-life and you wear the mask, or you're not. You can't be pro-life and not wear the mask, because either you're spreading it or you're getting it. Now they're saying, by the way, by wearing the mask, you're protecting yourself as well. Well, they should have said that in the beginning, because if people think they're protecting themselves, they're more inclined to do it. That's how selfish people are these days.
Crazy.
Meanwhile, that poor little dancer from Broadway. Oh my God.
It's so
Break
sad.
my heart.
Yeah.
The poor
so young,
little
too.
dancer, 41, a 1-year-old little boy named Elvis, and he dropped dead
I know it.
from the virus. And you know, I know people right now that are in their 30s that have the virus. And then they had that big party in the Hamptons where Trump and his girlfriend, Donnie Jr., and his girlfriend went, where she got the virus. And now I wonder if he has the virus and they're lying about it.
I've wondered
Sure
the same
haven't
thing.
heard
I mean,
anything
even if
about
he
it.
got it, they're not going to be
They're
talking
never
about
going
it.
to admit it.
No,
and then
never.
Trump came out and said, well, 99% of the people that get it, it doesn't affect them. That's a lie.
No, and
That's a lie.
It was all a big lie. I mean, they're not even sure where he got that.
He made it up.
They were trying yesterday on CNN to come up with where he heard that, even Dr. Fauci, and they found like a soundbite that he might have misinterpreted that from, that it certainly isn't true. So
Something's wrong with him.
Yeah, he has a problem.
Something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, what we've been doing is scrubbing down the groceries, not going anywhere, making sure everybody tries to stay home, trying to continue to do work, trying to continue keeping the sales going. Roy's still doing his legal stuff online and on Zoom and et cetera. Roy Jr. is going to school online, and we're trying to take care of the people that we have around us to make sure that nobody gets sick. So I'd like to hear what you guys are doing. I'm hoping you're going to tune in at our new, when we start again in the fall, and our new platform on YouTube instead of Facebook. And in the meantime, I'd like to hear from you. So email us, hello@leahblack.com. Twitter me, Leah Black Miami. Follow me on Twitter and you'll hear all my rants. You know, I thought the other day, I'm going to become a Karen. But it's not going to be about the mask. It's going to be about how stupid people are.
My dad every day is posting this this meme that just talks about how all common sense has left the world.
I am so tired of how stupid people are. There was something I was going to read you, but I think I lost it. Let's see, I probably
It's
lost
crazy.
it already. Well, right now, to give you an example, Louisiana, South Carolina, Arizona, Texas, Florida, 54 every day. Oh my God. The weekly trend of reported cases per 100,000 residents. So Florida, 54. We had 1,500 people the other day in one day that had the damn thing.
We had 12,999.
And now they're saying that the ICU units, I didn't know if she said 180 or 108%.
It was 108, what I heard
above,
today.
I thought she said 180, but it could have been 108. And then if your child is texting about mask, WTF means wear that face mask. IMO means indoor mask on. IMO means WYM, where's your mask? CTFU, cover that face up. LMOA, leaving mask always on. DM, dope mask. SMH, super mask habit. BDSM, bring dad some mask. TYVM, that's your Valiant mask. TMI, that mask is. Oh my God, those are what the kids are texting. But there was something I wanted to read you I just thought was so funny, if I can find it really quick. It was just hilarious. Oh, by the way, people having these parties. This one kid died at 30 years old.
It's
He went
ridiculous.
to a COVID party because somebody there had the COVID and they wanted to test to see if it was hoax or if it was really contagious. 30 years old. The last thing he said to the nurse before he died was, I guess it wasn't a hoax after all.
Yeah, so what they did is these college kids are having these COVID parties,
Crazy.
and you go and you throw like $10 in a pool, and then the first person that comes down, or the person that comes down with it first, wins the money.
Yeah.
Supposedly is what it
Yeah.
is. I mean, it's just
And
ridiculous.
people are getting sick,
It's
and then they
ridiculous.
spread it. And that poor 30-year-old kid. See, this is why I'm sick of Trump. That guy died because he thought it was hoax. Other people died because they didn't
Mm-hmm.
think that it was that contagious. They didn't wear a mask or they went out in public. Other people died because they ingested disinfectants. He is killing people.
No, he is. The blood's on
Killing
his
people.
hands.
And so to leave you with a couple of things about Trump, I love this one that I saw. The billionaire who hides his tax return, the genius who hides his college grades. Oh, they're going to talk to you about that too. The businessman who bankrupted several casinos, the playboy that pays for sex, the Christian who doesn't go to church and holds the Bible up, remember that one? The philanthropist who defrauds charity, the patriot who dodged the draft, and the innocent man who refuses to testify. I mean, what a fraud. And now his niece is coming out and they've unmuzzled her. Oh my God. What's the name of that book? Never
we-
Enough and Always Too Much, or
Yeah.
something like that.
How we created the most dangerous
Yeah,
man in the
we
world.
created the most dangerous man in the world. Mary Trump, niece of Donald Trump, is going to give all these Lifetime stories. The book's out. I ordered it already.
Yeah, I was reading.
It's on. Did you get it already?
No, I was reading about somebody that had
Yeah.
already read the whole thing, and they said that it's
The book went out
unbelievable.
today.
They said it's really disturbing.
Apparently, it is, and she is a PhD in clinical psychology. So this isn't some guy in a diner talking about a crazy uncle in the basement. This is a woman that is highly trained in behavior.
Talking about the crazy guy in the basement.
Issues, talking about a crazy uncle in the White House.
In the basement.
Yeah, in the
Down in
bunker.
the bunker.
In the bunker. So you got to get that. You got to read that book. And then the other book that was really good is Running Against the Devil. That was written by Rick Wilson, who also wrote the book Everything Trump Touches Dies. But it's really getting crazy. So I think it's going to get more crazy. And what I'm worrying about now is if he does lose, what damage is he going to do between November and January? Because the guy is going to go crazy. The only way he can win right now, he's already said he wants China to help. He's already said he wants Russia to help. He came out and said it. The only way he can win is suppressing the vote, shutting down the voting booths, shutting down the post office, lying, cheating, and stealing. He cannot win legitimately because there are too many independents. He's down to, I think 67% of independents have turned against him, and about 15% of Republicans have turned against him.
Yeah, while we've been on here, there was a poll that just came in, and they said that Biden's ahead by 11 points now nationally.
Yeah, but you remember
So,
Hillary
but
was
the polls-
ahead by 11 points 11 days before
Yeah.
the last one when Comey came out
Yep.
and reminded everybody that she was crooked Hillary when all that turned out to be bogus emails. So you
Yep.
can't take anything for granted. So what I want
No,
you guys
everybody's
to
gotta
do
vote.
is register to vote, go online and make sure you're registered to vote, that they haven't gotten you off the polling data, and make sure all your friends vote, and do as many if you can. In Florida, you can do your mail-in by absentee or mail-in. But you're going to have to go stand in line. And you know what I'm worried about, what they're going to do, the Republicans? I know how they are. They're so trashy. They're going to go without their mask on and go down and start coughing on everybody, trying to
Probably.
run them out of the lines. I mean, this is how evil these people are. They don't want to let go of that power. They want to hold on power at all costs.
Anything they can to do it,
Just
keep it.
all about the power. It's not about helping the people. So I'm advising you all and begging you all to go out and register to vote. So we gave you a little mini lunch with Leah, and we look forward to seeing you fall. We'll give you plenty advance notice and on YouTube. Don't forget to go to leahblack.com with your podcast promo and get 50% off the CBD products and the mask. And I'm going to be honest with you, we can use the sales right now because like everybody else, we can't do trunk shows, we can't do trade shows, we can't do speaking engagements, we can't do personal appearances. We are limited with what we can do. And basically what we can do is nothing, is sit home and pray and hope that some of you order. So we
And
can
we
use
do
your
appreciate your
orders.
business,
And
all
we
of you.
appreciate it. If you doubt that, you go read the testimonials on my Instagram or on the website, and you go see the customer service that we give. We treat every customer like the Holy
Family,
Grail.
like their family.
Oh my God, we bless them, we thank them, we praise them, we write personal notes. So anyway, it's been fun. This was just a random act of crazy. A pop-up store, I'm going to call it.
And I think
hope
I
you
even cut
enjoyed
off
it.
the front end of the podcast. I
Well,
think
yeah, what
it
do you
didn't
mean
even.
it got cut off?
I think it didn't start in until we got past the intro. So
Oh.
anyway.
Oh, so this was a random pop-up. We're
Yeah,
at the office.
here we
We
are.
had 15 minutes that we had in between things we have to do.
And we missed everybody.
We miss you. We know you miss us. Tweet me. I love to get my Twitters. Go to Facebook and make me some comments, and go to the Instagram and make me some comments, and stay in touch. And don't forget to use your skincare and take care of your skin and help those people around you that are struggling right now. You're spending less money on gas. You're spending less money on restaurants. You're spending less money on booze out, eating, drinking out at the clubs. You're spending less money on clothes and dry cleaning. You got extra money. Help some people around you that need it, because a lot of people are struggling. All right, guys. So we'll see you the next time. You'll have an advance notice.
And we'll see
Bye,
you in the
everybody.
autumn. Bye-bye.